that you're here. This is the first time on the show. And
Finally.
Yeah, I don't know what took so long, but come back anytime you want.
Really?
Don't you live right down the street?
Yes, absolutely. So I'll be here every day with donuts and coffee.
I would like it.
Is that okay? Okay,
I would
good.
like it.
Good.
I don't mind that at all. And as we saw in that clip just now, you really have had an amazing life. I mean, a really hard life. A lot of people have tough things. You've had tough things. And what do you think it was that, and I know you've talked about this before, but just that drove you to say, I can get those tapes out of my head that were, pushed into me over and over again, that I'm not good enough. What was it in you that said, I'm going to rise above this?
Yeah, well, for me, it's my God voice, just by the grace of God, because coming from what I came from and what I came through, I needed to have, there is no other explanation. I wish there was one,
Right.
You're from New Orleans, I'm from New Orleans. Great backdrop, great place to grow up, but there was a lot of things that happened then. But it had to be that God voice telling me that you are better than this. You can rise above this. You are not what they are saying you are, family, friends, or whatever, and I did.
And where was the,
And I say that to anybody. I say that to anyone who's going through and people are telling you what you're not or what you can't be. You can be anything you want, especially kids. You can be anything you want to be, no matter what anybody says, even if it is your mother or father. You can be whatever you want to be. And that is the greatest lesson I've learned in this life.
Yeah. What do you think the toughest thing was for you? I mean, I can imagine what it was, but what was the toughest thing for you as a kid?
Well, there were several things, but I think the barrage of insults, from my father had to be the toughest thing, because the most difficult thing for me growing up was if your father doesn't love you, this is what I'm thinking, if your father doesn't love you, then how can anybody else love you? But what I've since found out then, sitting here at 41, is that he did what he knew how to do. He did the best that he could do. And we all have these things in life that we go through, and it's how you handle them and what you do with them. And I chose to, and I learned to use everything that had happened to me for my good. I put it in my films, I put it in work, I put it in inspiring and encouraging other people. So that's where my life is right now.
Did you start writing young when you were to get this?
No, first time I ever wrote anything, I was like 19 years old.
Really?
18, 19 years old, yeah. I was watching an Oprah show, and no, really. 18-year-old watching the Oprah show, I really was. And she said it was cathartic to write things down, so I started writing, and that's, my first play was born out of those journals.
So before that, because I think a lot of people that go through hard experiences escape either in fantasy, they kind of go out someplace else to get away from that, or they write.
Yeah.
But you didn't write, you didn't escape that way.
I didn't know that I had a gift to write because I didn't know that I was escaping in my imagination. I didn't know at the time when I was going through all the things that I was going through that in my mind I could go to a better place. And what is so fantastic about that is the place I live now is where I would go. This place of peace that I'm in now at this age is where I would go when I was a child, just believing that there is a better place for me to go to. And I would go in my head for a long time. And that is the place I go to write now. I sit in a space, this sounds really crazy, but I sit in a space and I go inside of myself to hear these characters and hear their voices and see what they're saying.
No, that doesn't sound crazy. It sounds like, I mean, do you meditate or do you, because when I sit, I meditate. And when I sit, I get lots of ideas. That's where my stuff comes from, when I sit and meditate.
Let me tell you what's crazy about it, because you're sitting, I'm having a moment, and I'm thinking, okay, this is great. Then I hear, what the hell wrong with you? That voice just comes out, So that's what's crazy about it, trying to have a peaceful moment, trying to write something, and then there she is, showing up. Yeah.
She talks about orange juice.
Yes, orange juice.
Orange juice.
What you know about orange juice?
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Thank you.
The character is just hilarious. The voices. And is that somebody specific that? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want to, because I want to finish this for people, because I know there are people out there, and that's what I hope this show is that if anything, is to be examples of you can get through no matter what you're going through. And I agree. I've heard this about you. You don't regret, and you appreciate the stuff you went through.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because, this is what a lot of times in life, what happens to a lot of people is, we get bogged down in what has happened to us and we can't get past it. But I believe that all things can work together for your good. You have to understand why was I born to this father or this mother? Why was I born into this situation? And you take all of the negativity of it, take everything that tried to destroy you and beat you down, and turn it around and use it. It's still energy. You have to take that same energy and put it into something positive. And that is what has happened for me. And I thank God for it every day.
Yeah, well, it sure worked for you. And we're lucky for it. We're lucky to have you. That's Tyler Perry as Medea. Medea's Big Happy Family is this one, right?
Yeah.
Now, and how many takes do you have to do before someone doesn't laugh in your face?
Oh, no, we have to do quite a few because I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because it's so funny to me. First of all, I'm directing, and a lot of times when I'm directing those scenes, I have the costume on.
Right.
So I'm saying, all right, get somewhere to sit down. And then I say, okay, now I need y'all to move over here and get this out of the way. So everybody's looking at me like, what is wrong with this guy?
Because you're directing with
in
those
the costume.
breasts that are,
yeah, down to her knees.
Exactly.
Down to her
Exactly.
knees, yes.
And I love when you're at the drive-thru and how you keep enunciating for the orange juice and how long it takes you to make that order. It's hilarious. And so when you do you just go off? I mean, you obviously write it, but then when you're in the middle of the scene, you work with people that are happy, just kind of going off book.
Yeah, and I encourage it because I think a lot of the best moments happen just spontaneously, like watching your audience dance backstage. I mean, that is just great to see. Everybody just having a good time.
Right.
So that's how it feels on the set. We're just having fun, and I don't know what Medea's gonna say sometimes. I really don't.
It's hilarious. It really is. That must be so much fun for you. Do you just want to play her all the time?
No.
No?
No. No. You know what? I love seeing the movie when it's done, and I love the joy that it brings to people because it's uplifting, it's encouraging, it's great messages, it makes people laugh. But no, I don't. Because the costume is hell.
Yeah, I bet.
It's hot.
How long does it take you to get into that?
It's about a 4-hour process for that. It's pretty hot. The wig is hot, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and then you've got to do. You're doing pre-production. You're directing. You're doing the movie. You're acting, and then you do post-production.
Yeah.
So that is like, how do you have time to do anything at all? That's all you're doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sitting here with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Sitting here with you.
All right, listen. I just think you're so wildly talented, and I would love to do something with you. I have a character that I've worked on and developed, and I haven't really fleshed it out completely, but I have an idea.
Are you serious?
I have, yeah, and I've
Okay.
done most of the work. I have the movie poster. I just don't have the script.
Okay.
So let me show you the poster and see if that inspires you at all.
Okay, let's see it.
Let's bring it out. It's sisters from a different mister. We got Dame Judi Dench and Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all I have so far.
Okay.
All right. So if
We're off to a good start.
Okay, good.
We're off to a really good
All right.
start.
This will inspire you. You'll have the voice in your head,
Yes.
and we'll work together.
Give me her
Right.
voice. So let me hear something. Give me just one word.
She talks real loud.
Okay, love it.
She talks real loud. What? I can't hear you. Like that.
Okay.
That's all I have
I
worked
got
out
a whole
so far.
movie. I love it.
I can't hear you.
Hey,
Hey.
haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. Well, we did see each other a little bit, just quickly at Adele's concert.
Yes, we were at Adele's concert, darling. It was magnificent.
It was magnificent.
yeah.
It was fantastic.
Sitting behind Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I'm here. Leo's there. Oprah's in front of me. You're in front of them, and he's in front of everybody. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. No, we were just kind of off to the side, but it was quite a. That was incredible.
Incredible, yeah.
Quite a concert.
Yeah.
Congratulations, like I said, since I've seen you. So Don't Look Up is nominated for a SAG Award. You have won an Emmy. You have won a People's Choice Award and Oscar. And
Since the last time I've seen you. Wow.
yeah, since you've seen me.
Wow.
That's how long it's been. Or it hasn't been that long.
No, it
That
happened all in a year.
It
Yeah.
happened. You helped Atlanta, the community, by donating money and supplies during the pandemic and assisting the homeless. You've left a $21,000 tip at a local Atlanta restaurant. You gifted 1,000 grocery store gift cards to police officers. You started a studio safety plan during COVID to keep employees on your lot working, because a lot of people obviously lost work. So, I mean, what you're doing with your studio alone is incredible.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, you know, hearing all that back, I realized why I'm so tired. It's been an interesting couple of years.
And why you're so good too.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, it really is. You're a good guy. You're always doing good.
Thank you.
But your studio, you're into design the same way I am.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
You love
Oh, yeah.
design,
Yeah.
and you built some. People put sets on their lots, but you built actually a 4-walled house.
Yeah, four-sided mansion, so that if you're at each side, you can shoot on and be in a whole different place. So building this house and being able to have 4 sides of it, I was able to shoot on either side and think you were somewhere else. So, yeah, we did a lot of that on the studio.
Super smart.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. People are like, build me a house.
Good.
Yeah.
Every day you wake up, you're in another house, another neighborhood. Yeah.
The 4-sided thing.
Yeah.
And your house in Wyoming, which I mean, what a place to live. That must be so peaceful when you go there, except for your visitors.
Yeah.
A moose is how tall? Like, would you say 10 feet tall?
I don't know about 10 feet. The ones that I'm seeing are about 7.5 feet. And with their antlers, they're up to about 8 or 9 feet.
So this one, how many do you have visiting in your backyard?
Oh, quite a few. This guy, he pays no attention to me at all. He's tearing up my chairs. I'm trying to talk to him. He's like, leave me alone, bud, I'm good. You know, but it's such a beautiful place. Yeah, notice I'm up on the balcony because they're very dangerous. You don't want to be down there with them.
That is absolutely amazing, though. What else do you have there?
What else do I have in Wyoming?
Yeah, like that show up on the lawn.
Well, I'm a black man. I'm the only black person in Wyoming, so it's just like I show up on the lawn, and it's pretty rare.
Yeah,
so yeah.
And people talk to you.
And people talk to me.
Get away from my chair.
That's exactly right.
Like
exactly
you're talking to the moose. You're very successful now. We all started with some kind of weird job. I've done a million different things before I was successful. You were a used car salesman.
Yeah.
I would think that you'd be good at that, but I heard you weren't.
No, because I couldn't do people. I remember, man, I got so much. There's a little old school teacher. She was trying to buy this Toyota, and it had been through a whole lot of stuff and had a lot of miles on it. And I got in so much trouble because I was like, don't buy it. She's like, but I love the car. I'm like, don't buy it. My manager's like, Tyler, we want to see you in the office, please, because I couldn't do people. That car wasn't going to last 2 weeks.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I can see why you wouldn't be, but you would be good if the car was good.
If it was a good car, then absolutely.
But I understand now why.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we have to take a break, and we're going to talk more with Tyler after this. That's Tyler Perry.
All these years.
Medea. This is Medea, a homecoming. I thought that Medea was retired.
Yeah, she was, until the world went upside down. I was just looking at all the civil unrest, political unrest, everything that was happening, the pandemic, and I just wanted to do something to make people laugh. So I thought, what do I have in my toolbox that makes people really laugh? So something said, hello, and I pulled it out, and there she is. Yeah.
Hello. That's my favorite.
And that's what I want people to do. When you go see this movie, don't go in there looking for something that's going to move you emotionally to transform the world. Just laugh. We need to laugh.
Yeah.
Just laugh. Just laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back with Tyler Perry. All right, Tyler, we have this amazing machine here. And it's so expensive. We want to use it before we finish the show.
It's not going to put me out of the chair, right?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a random question. It's a generator. It's a random. It's a generator 3000, right? Yeah. There's different versions of it, but it's a.
This is the 3000.
Yeah, it's a 3000. So what I do is I push this, and we have no idea. A random question will come up, and then you'll answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tabasco.
All right.
Okay.
Tabasco.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Okay.
That's a match.
All right.
Yes.
Great.
All right, let's see. Who was your first celebrity you ever met?
Ooh, Pat Sajak.
Oh, where'd you meet him?
In New Orleans. I was working at the Windsor Court Hotel, and they would do the SNAPTY convention, which was for the television programming. And somebody left their badge, and I picked it up, and I snuck in. And the first person I run into, I was like, oh my God, it's Pat Sajak. I thought it was like, wow, this is so amazing.
You want to know something weird? The first celebrity I ever saw when I moved to Hollywood is Vanna White.
Is that right?
Yes.
Small world.
How weird is
Pat
that?
Sajak,
and Pat is a funny guy, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. What's the best thing about having Oprah as your son's godmother?
The books. She sends so many books to him, and just because my son's not online and things like that. He doesn't have an iPad. He gets to watch some things on iPad, maybe 30 minutes every now and then. But the books, she sends great gifts.
How old is he now?
He's 7.
Wow.
Seven.
That's amazing.
It's a fun age.
Yeah.
It's a fun age. Yeah. We were having this conversation the other day about fame. where I asked him, do you know what famous is? He goes, yes, when a lot of people know your name. I said, well, by that definition, some people think I'm famous. He goes, really? It's like, yeah, okay, can we finish coloring this crayon? He doesn't care. I love it, just grounds everything.
But he must see when you're out in public, people recognize you and make a big fuss over you. He must see that.
Only once or twice, but we've been very fortunate to keep us out of public spaces when we're traveling and doing things like that, so that allows him to not see all the madness that happens.
Yeah. So has he seen Medea? Has he met Medea?
I had this conversation with him, another one of those conversations. I said, okay, let me introduce, Papa's an actor, so here's Paw Patrol. This is me in Paw Patrol. This is me in Ninja Turtles. This is, and this is me playing Joe, and this is Medea. He goes, okay, can we go back to coloring this thing?
Wow.
So, yeah.
Sounds like he doesn't really care for you at all.
No, exactly right. Exactly right.
All right. See? Besides animals, tell us something interesting you'd find at your house in Wyoming.
Weed. Yeah. I like a good edible every now and then. Sorry, so I like to. It just takes the edge off.
Right.
Makes me a much calmer, nicer person.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's too honest, but true.
No, that's.
Anybody want some? I've got them in my pocket. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. All these potheads in the audience. I love it. I love it.
I knew we should be selling that in the Ellen shop. All right, one more. According to Medea, what is the sexiest part of a man?
Oh, baby, that's a hard one. But I think the sexiest part of a man is his wallet. The bigger the wallet, the better, baby. The bigger the wallet, the better.